In every moment, we find ourselves at the crossroad of here and now. But when the cloud of forgetfulness over where we are now sets in that very moment we get lost. Now what becomes a real problem? By lost, I mean that we momentarily lose touch with ourselves and with the full extent of our possibilities. Instead, we fall into a robot-like way of seeing and thinking and doing. In those moments, we break contact with what is deepest in ourselves and affords us perhaps our greatest opportunities for creativity, learning, and growing. We have got to pause in our experience long enough to let the present moment sink in.
I try and kind of unlock different colors that I wouldn't normally try. Each color kind of evokes a different emotion, and I feel like using colors that you wouldn't normally see in real life in the form of art can really inspire people and bring out different emotions that you wouldn't normally you wouldn't expect as you're looking at a piece of artwork. I'm making my goal to keep pushing myself, to try new things, new techniques, new styles, use colors that I'm not comfortable with using, and overall, as the image that I'm trying to portray in real life, I wanted to kind of still represent what it initially was, but in a fashion that isn't commonly seen from a lot of different artists and styles. Keeps you in line with things that make us human. The beautiful thing about what I do is that art brings happiness to people. That's why I love this field. This job is really, it has a way of stopping people in its tracks and keeping people inspired and influenced, and colors kind of bring out and evoke different emotions in people. So that's another thing why I love art, because I find it very therapeutic. Cleveland is that we have all 4 seasons. You know, we thrive in the summertime, and there's always business people kind of like come to life after having a, you know, slight hibernation. But the thing about being a creator in Cleveland is like, you not only do you lose that motivation, you want to stay inside because it's cold and like you feel drained, but the beauty of being a creator in Cleveland is that you can use that downtime to, you know, perfect your craft, work on projects that you haven't finished in months or years. You know, it's pretty much the time to build. Like in certain cities where it's always nice and things keep flowing and keep moving, you know, it really slows you down when you're always busy. You don't have time to like step back and really, you know, perfect things that like, you know, maybe haven't been working before or whatever. I like to take advantage of the weather here. I think it's not always the most fun because we get feet of snow. It's super cold. Cars don't start sometimes, but it's really helpful for me as an artist to have that time to you know, sit back and really perfect my craft. In my life, you know, I've had a lot of you know, trials and tribulations when it comes to, you know, figuring out what it is that I want to be in life and who I'm destined to be. You know, I always thought I would probably end up being like, you know, some kind of teacher or an instructor or like an explorer, because I really liked to, you know, in my mind as a kid I had a great imagination. I wanted to go here or there. But that kind of, in a way, just translated into me creating those places that I wanted to be on a piece of paper. I used to draw, you know, like Miami Beach, or I used to draw like, you know, mythical creatures. Like I wanted to be in space and space travel and all. Like I love space. Hence the name Star Being on Instagram. Yeah, so I think that my imagination and my love for like just being somewhere else in the universe and out there in the world kind of like translates into like why I got into art, and the turning point that made me stick with art was pretty much the fact that like it's something I really love to do. I'm really good at it. You know, it's something that like that has, you know, helped me kind of find myself, because you know, there's been times where as a person you're kind of like lost. You don't really know what to do. You don't know who you want to be, and as you know, get older and you start to like really, you know, find yourself, it becomes evident like, yo, this is me. This is who I'm destined to be.
There's a fantastic documentary on hypernovas, and it was so mind-boggling because they went back to the birth of the discovery of hypernovas, and when they initially were theorizing that it was warfare in space.
Yes, I'll tell you what that story is.